How to explain how a catalyst works. So a catalyst is a substance which speeds up the rate of a chemical reaction, but it doesn't get used up itself. For example, you've probably seen what we call the elephant's toothpaste experiment, which is hydrogen peroxide decomposes to give water and oxygen, and usually this reaction is done in a measuring cylinder, and there's washing up liquid and it creates a kind of a big foam plume at the top of the measuring cylinder. So for this reaction, which is exothermic, we can explain what's happening in the reaction using a diagram like this. So along the bottom we have the progress of the reaction, and up the side we have energy. The energy of the reactants, peroxide, is higher than the energy of the products, and we know this because this reaction is exothermic. It gives out heat. So if you plot the energy versus reaction, what you find is that first of all you need to put energy into the reaction to break the bonds in the peroxide, so the energy goes up, and then as the bonds reform they give out energy, and so the amount of energy goes down. This path here is for the uncatalyzed reaction. This happens incredibly slowly without a catalyst, so you wouldn't be able to observe it if a catalyst weren't present. This energy here, the hump, is the activation energy, the energy needed to start the reaction to break the bonds in the peroxide without a catalyst. If you add a catalyst, what you find is you still have to break the bonds and the bonds still form, so this is the trace in the yellow, but the activation energy with a catalyst, this distance here, is smaller than the activation energy without a catalyst there. So the question is, how does this make a reaction go faster? So the catalyst provides what we call an alternative reaction pathway, and that means more particles have the minimum energy for a reaction when the particles do collide. That means there are more successful collisions per second with a catalyst. It's quite complicated, and it depends on catalyst to catalyst, to reaction, exactly what the catalyst does.